Hey, welcome to the Skinergy Squad podcast with your captain, Kristen Heath, and let's not forget, head cheerleader, Cindy Grossman. Let's go.
Hey there.
Doesn't that make you dance when you hear the music?
Yeah. Love it.
People.
Whoop, whoop.
Hi, happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How are
February
you?
7th. I'm doing good. Doing all right.
Yes. Well, we just want to say hello to our people watching and thank everybody for tuning in. Please feel free to comment, say hello to us, ask us questions. We love talking with you guys. And if you haven't already, follow us on Facebook. We have the Skinergy Squad. Right, Cindy?
Facebook page, yes.
Yes.
Try to
And if you're local,
update that.
we'd love for you to make an appointment and come and
Even
see
just
us.
to come say hi and just come visit and see our place and things like that.
Yes, definitely. So, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can subscribe. If you have Twitch, you can subscribe and click that little bell to stay notified. Monday, 8 p.m., we go live. So definitely. Well, let's kick our show off today. Cindy, do you want to remind people, we have Valentine's coming up.
We have some great Valentine's Day specials. This is great.
Well, for those who don't know, we have people may not know about Skinergy.
Oh.
So, yeah, me and Cindy, not only are we great friends and have this wonderful podcast, but we have a studio in Satellite Beach, Florida, and I am an esthetician, and Cindy is a makeup and skin guru. Look at her beautiful face today, as always. So that leads us into the specials. So I specialize in sugar waxing or sugar hair removal and lashes and facials and all that. And as I said, Skindy. I should call you Skindy.
Cindy from Skinergy. There you go.
Specializes in skin and makeup. So these are some specials we have for Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Right?
Good ones. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So, and then we have another special. You want to talk about your football?
So most guys say women, we're just blah when it comes to Super Bowl, but I try to bring the women into this and have something fun. So you kind of want to pay attention to the game on Super Bowl Sunday. So what happens is you can spend $20 with us, you can get some products, or you could even buy a gift card for someone for $20 and you'll actually get a box.
Oh, let me put that.
So of course, each quarter there's a score, and that's how you determine which box or square will win. After each quarter, we're going to go live on our page, Skinergy Squad page. So if you're not a member, please, send us a request for that.
Yes,
we will announce the winner. Right. Yeah. We will announce the winner from each quarter. Right. So remember, $20, even if it's just a gift certificate, whatever, or if you need something, lipstick's $18. Well, you know what I mean. It's okay. Yeah. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
And then another thing I was thinking about with this Super Bowl thing, because I know other people that do them, and normally the way it goes is you give $20 or $10 or whatever, and it kind of goes into a pot. And there's usually, 4 or 5 potential winners. Everyone's basically a winner because you get something out of it, and if you bought, say you bought 2 squares, that's $40 gift certificate. You can use that for a service, a product, anything like that.
Absolutely. After every quarter, we're going to give away a great prize. And the fourth quarter, because that'll be the game ending score, we're going to do a grand prize. So, and if you know us, we give some really great raffle prizes. Yeah. No, we'll do something great. We really will. So looking forward to that. Now, another thing, it's the 56th Super Bowl. Okay. It's going to be in Los Angeles. And again,
are you wearing your Bengals shirt?
I'm wearing my Bengals. This is for my Bengals. Yeah. I'm going for my Bengals.
Okay.
And, every year, the big topic is who's going to be halftime show, right? last year, I think, maybe not last year, maybe the year before, J-Lo and Shakira brought it. 1 year. Oh, I know who was
Yeah.
last year. Last year was The Weeknd. Remember that?
Yeah.
When he came out with the bandages and everybody thought he like had plastic surgery all over his whole body.
I
Yeah.
think Shakira and J-Lo. I mean, Shakira's pretty hot, so watching her shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it,
Not
shake
a
it.
fan. Not a fan. Okay, but that's besides the point. But now
Of
this
J-Lo or
year,
Shakira or both?
you know, overdone, played out, move on. But this year, we're going back to old school, believe it or not. It's going to be Dr. Dre, Mary J. Blige, but they are bringing in somebody who's more up to date. What's his name?
Drake?
You know, not Drake, not Drake.
Snoop Diggity Dog.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
She played for me his songs last week. I did not know one song. But if you play for me, and another good one's going to be the Eminem halftime show.
I
So
thought
for
you
my
said
age
Snoop Dogg
group,
too, or no?
oh, I'm sorry, Snoop Dogg too. Snoop's showing up.
What's your favorite
up.
song?
I don't know.
Come on,
that wasn't. You know, if I heard the song and I knew it, it was good. You know.
Okay, what about Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre. Yeah, if I heard the song, I would know, but it's not like I memorized the song.
Eminem? Can you tell me an Eminem song?
No. I don't even think I saw his movie. Sorry.
8 Mile. I don't think there was much.
Yeah.
I think you either liked him or didn't like him. I don't think there was a lot of in between. So.
But isn't it nice how they're all getting together for this collaboration? So I think it'll be something to watch.
Yeah, I definitely. I wasn't
more mature people.
I think when I watch the Super Bowl every year, as a kid growing up, we used to go to this big, our friend's house, and it was a huge house, and I felt like the Super Bowl was so long, and like halftime was so long. Now it's like 5 minutes, and I feel like it's over. Which in reality, halftime isn't it like 15? No. How long is? Do you know how long?
No, I think it's maybe, I don't know, maybe 30. Nah, maybe 20 minutes. 20
We're
minutes.
Probably wrong. Oh, yeah. Look at all the comments. Hello, Father. Then my dad said hello.
Hello.
We have people watching on Facebook.
Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, Judy said thank you for the sample.
Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Try them.
Hi, my name is what? My name is some shade. I think that's how the song goes.
There you
Don't
go.
quote me on that. Anyways, if any of our people watching know how long halftime is, let us know.
Yeah.
I think it's like 12 minutes, 15 minutes. It can't be more than that.
That sounds like a little time. Way too much.
You see all the people running out there when the lights go dark and they run out and
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, we'll have to see because Bengals. I want to see the Bengals win.
I think the Bengals are going to win too. I think that George Grossman said great show.
Oh, thanks.
The Super Bowl or us, George?
Yeah, maybe the halftime show. So another thing that everybody gets excited about with Super Bowl is what's another thing? The commercials.
Yes.
Everybody loves those commercials. Now, I bet there's nobody listening that knows how much the advertisers actually pay NBC to advertise.
An astronomical. I think it's like hundreds of thousands, right?
Kristen, it's $6.5 million for a 30-second spot. $6.5 million.
Well, as us ladies who have a little spot on a radio show, it's definitely. Oh, Nate said 5 million.
5 million. Wow. Yeah.
Definitely. For all, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Nate, I hope you're feeling better. I hope Amy's feeling better.
Yes, we hope you guys are feeling better.
Yeah.
Oh, he was close. Yeah, you were close. So wait, is it
6.5?
No matter where you are in the show.
Doesn't matter. 6.5 million. It's 30 seconds. 30 seconds. And they bumped it up. Last year, believe it or not, it was 5.6 million. So now it's funny because it's not also the advertisers you think. It's like some advertisers that you might not think are going to advertise. Very, very odd. So let me tell you who they are. E-Trade.
You're going to
Detroit's
list all the
one.
people that have commercials?
There's not that many. Rakuten, that's another one. Lay's, everybody loves them. Lay's potato chip, right?
Oh, you know who we're going to
Booking.
miss? Betty White on the commercial.
Oh, maybe they filmed hers before. Maybe. Booking.com, Bud Light Seltzer, hard soda. That's a big one. Irish Spring.
Oh.
There's still a few gentlemen who I think actually use that. Frito-Lay. Gotta love the Dorito Frito-Lay.
Is Budweiser one?
No. And, well, Bud Light, the seltzer.
But Budweiser, I feel like they're like one of the few, like they've been on forever.
I think the seltzer is taken over. And Sam's Club. Let's hear it for Sam's Club.
Woo!
We just got a Costco, so I'm sorry. I'm a little prejudiced.
Somebody says nothing like the 1990 Super Bowl.
Oh, Helena, who was the halftime show for 1990? You got to tell us.
What was the year? What do you think is the most like monumental halftime show? That like when people think halftime Super Bowl, what comes to mind?
Well,
the halftime show is 15 minutes this year. Somebody let us know.
Thank you.
I knew it wasn't that long. I think the most like always comes to mind is the Rip the Boob.
Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Yeah. That was.
When was that the same year or a different year when the kiss happened with Christina
and Madonna? No. You're on mute. You got so excited with the kiss of the Madonna and you muted yourself. Okay. So nobody knows which uniform malfunction. Oh, yeah, to say the least.
Helene said she's going to look it up.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Good. So we're looking forward to the Super Bowl. And remember the Super Bowl, the pool. Did you flash that again? Okay, there it is. Thank you. I'm going for Cincinnati, though. Bengals.
You are? So wait, so how did they contact you if they want one? Let them know.
Oh, they can contact me by Messenger on Facebook, or they can call me 917-363-4641. And again, like I said, it could be a product. We specifically have gift certificates for $20. You can use it anytime. And then you'll get the boxes. It'll be fun. And every quarter we will be sure to let you know who won. That'll be
definitely fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So what about our favorite national holidays that we always seem to forget? I know you have the list on that one.
Yes. Those wonderful holidays. You know, today was Send a Card to a Friend Day. Anybody out there do that?
I gave a card to a friend yesterday.
Oh, that was sweet. Tomorrow is Laugh and Get Rich Day. Hey, there you go. I'm all for that.
Woo. Do you have to laugh to get rich?
This is not a good one, but maybe good for some people. Toothache Day. I was at the dentist today. I had a nice cleaning. Toothache Day. 2-9. Another big fan of mine and my family. Bagel and Lox Day. Bagel and Lox Day.
I think we talk about bagels every episode of the podcast.
February 9th. Make sure you have your bagel and lox. 2/10. Let's hope it doesn't rain. It's Umbrella Day. Umbrella Day. Who knew? 2/11. Make a friend day. Oh. It could even be a Facebook friend.
Oh, on the 11th. We can make friends on the 11th.
Yeah. Make a friend day. And also on 2/11 is Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. Okay, that is a day. Okay,
I'll let my son know that if he spills any milk,
don't crying. And on the 13th is World Radio Day.
Make sure you tune in to us on the radio.
Beach 98.5. Larry McKay has given us a big plug. So if you listen at 8:35, he talks up Skinergy. He tells how he was sugared and how he's using some of my facial cleansers. So that's funny. So if you catch it, 98.5, even if you don't live local, you can just Google 98.5 The Beach and you can listen. Yeah. I've been tuned in from 6 to 10 every day.
Every day. She's
Monday
like
to
our biggest,
Friday.
she's our
Monday
biggest
to
groupie.
Friday. Yeah. Well, you want to hear, and then you'll hear some of our commercials. So that's a lot of fun. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know that today we are going to talk about being independent. And I learned, Cindy taught me some things about being independent. There's lots of different types of being independent, correct?
Right. There are. So, of course, there's independence, regular, there's emotional independence, there's financial independence, there's mental independence. So there's quite a few. And I think, financial independence is probably a very big one. And I guess a way to describe that is you turn maybe 12, your parents let you pick out your own clothes. That's a form of independence, right? Not so much financial independence, but you start to begin to be independent. You pick out your own clothes, your mother, lets
I
you
think
wear.
that we're born with that natural urge to want to have control, to have independence, to like be able to feel like you're in control by making that decision. Because I know on a daily basis, I struggle with my son where he just wants to feel like he's independent and made a choice in doing something. But go ahead, keep going.
And he's 15 months old. 15, 16,
Yeah,
15 months old. So
yeah.
you see, but then the child becomes 16 and they do start to get independent. You give them a car, they start driving around. And then hopefully by the time they're 30, they have their own car and dad is not still paying for it. So he can technically say he's financially independent. If he's still driving mom and dad's car and they're paying the rent, he's not financially independent. I'm sorry. But then there's emotional independence, which I think, fly out of the nest. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think before we talk too much, I'm horrible at this. I skipped ahead. But we have a guest today on our show, and she and I and you have become close, and she is amazing. And every function we have, she's always the first one there. She's always helping out. She's like one of a kind, and she has such a story. She's like, I would say an onion, but she smells way better than an onion. She has so many layers to her, and every time we talk to her, it's something new, it's something different, and she always has a positive attitude. So I know she'll have a lot to comment on with independence because she has a great story. So do you have anything to say about our guest before I bring her on?
She's a wonderful friend. She's a big supporter of Kristen and I, and I'm so happy that we met. And, it's funny, we don't know each other a long time, but in the short time that we do know each other, we became close. I think we support each other and we really.
And she's our first female guest on Sunday on our podcast. So
absolutely.
Without further ado, this is Ana.
Hey.
Ana, I want that living room. I'm looking at this, and that living room, your living room is.
Can you play us a tune?
Yeah, sure.
So Ana, welcome to the Skinergy Squad podcast.
So happy you were able to join us today. So we just started talking about, of course, we just started talking about independence. And I know, the three of us go back and forth with this all the time. And, emotional independence, being able to really understand that we don't need the approval from everyone. We need to stand on our own 2 feet and really take the bull by the horn, so to say, and strive for what we really want. And I know, Ana, you've been doing that. So you want to tell people who are watching the podcast a little bit about where have you been, what you've done, and maybe then
start. Where were you born, Ana? How about we start there?
From there, okay. Well, I was born in Dominican Republic, actually in the capital, in Santo Domingo. And I lived with my 2 grandmothers until one of them passed away at the age of 11. And at that time, I moved to Massachusetts with my dad. And, sometimes you don't get along with fathers. So I end up
Yeah, to go
going
from
to
two
Florida.
grandmothers to a father, it's a different world.
Yes, it is talking about independence. I just I like going living with my grandmothers. But at the age of 16, I moved to Florida to live with my mother. And once again, I was already 16, wanted to be independent and do my thing. But then I got pregnant, I got married, and
At 16.
it just no, I got pregnant at 17 and a half. And
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
you
married
learn
at
real quick how to become an adult and fast,
very, very fast, especially that all the individuals at my age that were having parties and all that, and I'm over here 18 with a newborn. But you know, I
Not
know.
sleeping, not from partying all night, but from a baby
No, he
crying.
was yes, he was very yeah, independent of me. But I don't regret it
Oh,
because it really all the obstacles and trying to figure out being a young parent and just being married to the wrong person, it really teach you different things in life. But I have three wonderful adult children now, and yeah, the process of independence, usually I learn it the hard way. I fall, I get up, I fall, like a drum.
oh, but you always get up.
That's right. That's
Yes,
for sure.
yes,
So, Cindy,
yeah.
besides emotional independence, what is another?
Well, we touched upon financial independence. There's also mental independence, and that's also able to think for yourself. That we can go into it now with career changes. You you know you want to make that change in your life, whether it's leaving a bad situation, right? Leaving a husband that's not good, or leaving a relationship that's not good. So I think it's really being strong, also mental independence, that you have to do what's right for you. And again, not going back to that emotional independence where you need somebody to say, oh, but that's not right, you shouldn't do that. No, in your heart and your soul, you have to do it. So you have to, like I said, stand on your 2 feet and go for it. And I know, Anna, you have done it. I have done it. Kristen, you certainly have done it as well. So it's just a matter of, going for it.
What
It's
do you
Yeah,
think,
sometimes.
Anna, or oh, go ahead, Cindy, or Anna, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that sometimes when you're in a situation that you don't know what to do, um, you have to find resources to really become emotional independent and then being able to go to the next step. Because even at my age, yeah, I was married for so long, and other people were saying it was not good and become, not so codependent and having the resources to move forward. I was so into the just focus in one thing, not listening because that was the only thing I knew in my marriage.
How long were you
And just
married?
too long, way too long.
Oh,
Um, Close to, I mean, Mary, about 16, 17, 18 years. I lost count. But I've been divorced for
yeah.
11 years. That was the best day of my
Woo!
life.
that number she
But
remembers.
yes, that number I remember because, after getting divorced, you know, I found the true
Freedom.
love of my life. Yeah.
Oh, there you
Oh,
So it's
go.
really,
Very nice.
yeah, it's a process. Becoming
Right.
independent emotionally is really takes a daily effort to telling yourself that you can do it, that you're strong, and whatever happened is in the past, and just it's a constant struggle to
and
become
I think that
emotional
you're right, Anna, when
independent.
saying like people have to, if if you need help, not being able, not not being afraid to reach out, have resources to gain that. There's nothing like, aw, I wonder who Brad 3006 is.
I
Oh,
wonder who that
But
is.
I know. So I think that, you look back and the time was so long when you're in it, and you look back and it was a very small, you're in such a good place now, and it's so exciting. And I know for me, when we're talking about career change, I went from having a steady job and a paycheck that came every 2 weeks and paid time off and all the, the fun things that go with that. And I made the choice to want something better and put myself in a school, even being a new mom, and made the choice to have the career. And I think that so many people stay in situations because of the fear of failure, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of disappointment. And it's like, I mean, there was definitely times, there's still days that I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And then, you have the good days and you remember, you look back. I think that's why it's important to like write things down, or even, people make vision boards so you can remind yourself, why you make that. And luckily, I have this little guy that runs around that reminds me every day why I made the choice that I did. And I mean, I live and I learn. Like, as we've talked previously, I've had a lot of jobs, and I mean, I loved my time working, and I've learned a lot and met a lot of really great people. But I'm so happy to be working for myself, and that's such a freedom, making your own schedule and, being the boss. There's also troubles and hard times with that, but definitely a freedom that comes from just doing something you love. When I wake up, and I have clients and appointments, I'm not like, oh, I got to go to work. And that's a feeling that I wish everybody felt that way.
yes. Financial freedom.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Not having to dread, not having to, oh, I was there. I worked for, companies from the time I was like 20 years old till the time I was 48. So almost 30 years that I gave to companies, and I always had bosses, and, even I was in management, it didn't matter. You had to listen to them. And even though they could have been so wrong, and you knew you were right, and you knew the direction you needed to take the business and things, it didn't matter. Your voice was not heard. So, I mean, I stayed at jobs, for a while, and then maybe there'd be a promotion involved, and I would absolutely go for the promotion. But if I had to do it all over again, I would have, been gone. Definitely been gone. But then again, it came, financial independence. I was on my own. I mean, I was in Orlando by myself for 6 years. I mean, in 6 years, I moved 5 times, different places. I mean, when I was in New York, I was a little bit more stable with my positions. But then I came to Florida about 16 years ago. I was with one company for about 6 years, and then another company for about 7 years. And,
Do you ever think that, like, how would you tell someone that's maybe thinking about changing a career, that is facing the fears and, maybe fear of the financials, fear like of disappointment, maybe failing? How would you, like, what would you tell younger Cindy or somebody else that may be
well,
listening?
right. Well, first of all, taking a leap of faith is huge. I mean, Anna can tell you all about that too. You can tell yourself all about that too. I mean, a leap of faith going into something that you've never done before. Now, I mean, I worked from the time I was 15 years old. And, I was independent. Nobody told me what time to come home, where to go, who to see, what to do. So I was independent. And when you give that up, you start to feel like you kind of lose your independence. I know when I first came to Brevard County and got married, and I found myself not doing anything, not having any friends, not knowing anybody, I felt that loss of independence. I mean, that's something that's emotional too. It's like, ugh. And it was within, I guess, about a year and a half that somebody contacted me about Mary Kay Cosmetics and skincare of all things. And it was during COVID, and I jumped on it because I needed to get that independence back. I had to do something mentally, stimulating for myself. So, I mean, I had to do something. And another big thing, support. If you have support from your loved ones, a significant other or parents or siblings or something, you're ahead of the game. But that's tremendous. That is
Yeah.
tremendous. Support, definitely. To feel like go for it, go get it, That's important.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
fully agree because I could not have changed careers without the support of my loved one. I went
Right.
from one industry to a completely different industry that has taken me back to school and learning new things and really coming out of my comfort zone. That the support is big.
Definitely. Well, Anna, why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Tell us about, I mean, because that was a big change.
It is. Well, I was in the supply chain management industry, basically logistics manager for a very well known corporation for 20 years. And then I just
20
fell,
years.
yeah,
20
1998 to
years.
2000. Yeah.
Wow.
And I felt that I just needed something, I needed something more to give. I needed to make an impact. I felt that there was a different reason for me to be in this world. And I went to the financial service industry because I can make an impact on people's lives and really to make sure that they are prepared for whatever it comes to them. Because unfortunately, we live in a world that it runs by money. So if I can just educate and teach and really help anyone as far as the financial is concerned, basically, I'm making a difference. And not even that, it's just connecting with people when they need to find out networking. That was the biggest part for me, networking, because I was not a networker at all. I mean, me talk, going to network by myself, no, no. So that was the challenge, but it just is different. Talking to people, it was different for me, very different. And
So
going
when
back
you
to school,
left, oh,
Mm.
going back, go ahead.
no, just going back to school at my age. I mean, I'm in my fourth class of my MBA. Come on,
Good
you're
for
not
you.
supposed to work. Thank you. But yeah, you're not supposed to be going back to school at this age. I
Why
guess
not? Why
No, I
not?
didn't think
Any
there's
age.
any age.
Any age.
Definitely.
Come
that's
on.
true, but it takes me longer to understand certain things than before, and then with
See,
the
and that's a fear
licenses.
that some people may have. People may be in a situation and they're thinking about changing a career or, yeah, changing a career and they're like, "Oh, like I may have to go back to school. I may have to do this." And they're afraid. Like they may think I'm not smart enough. I'm not. And a lot of times, when people get to a certain age or get older and they feel like, "Oh, I'm going to change careers." Like let's say I was going to do the opposite. Let's say I was in the beauty industry and I wanted to go to law enforcement, right? And let's say I was 30, 40 years old. I may think, oh, well, who's going to want me at 35 or 45 when a 21-year-old is applying? So there's those fears that you feel like I'm too old, or maybe you feel like you're overqualified or underqualified, or, you know, there's a lot of fears associated. When you left your, career of 20 years, what would you say was the biggest fear for you?
uh, Fear of failure, of just failing, of not being able to accomplish what I wanted to accomplish, or not knowing really the path, what path I was going to
We
take.
have Andrew commented and said, just remember the days are long, but the years are short.
It's true. Very true. Very
And then someone else
profound.
said, Hi, you know how I feel about you and Krista. I'm so glad you found each other. Welcome to your journey of your jobs. You have a goal to park to, and Cindy, you have a gold, I think, heart and a hard worker.
Thank you, Helena.
Thank you so much. And yes, Andrew, that is very true. The days are long, but the years are short. That's for sure. And in this world, with the way things are, and I don't think things are changing, I think we can stop saying, like, the way, this is life now, And
No.
it's like tomorrow, even before a pandemic or, people are dying and get sick and people walk out of their house and get struck by lightning. Like, you never know. And it's like you should live your life, they say to the fullest, but to the best you can, everything isn't going to be perfect in anybody's life. And you just have to, if you can make a choice that makes it just a little bit better, I think people should make those choices and, you know, spend it with the people you love and doing things that make you happy. And definitely.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the statistics are incredible. 61% of women decided amid COVID-19 to change careers and do something different. I mean, women had to be home for the children because some of the schools closed for that, a lot of parts of the country for that year, and they had to be home with the children. The children could be home alone. So, I mean, people had to pivot. People had to really make things work. So, and I guess in our society, whether it was mom or dad, but somebody had to make a change. So the statistics are very, very high with that. Yeah, yeah,
Now, one thing that I was going to mention that I have discovered on this new journey of mine is just that is you guys, Cindy and Kristen, you guys have been very key um, to me being able to network and all that. And I don't know if you guys remember when we met. We were networking, of course, but it's just so important just what you say to somebody because you never know what the person is going through. And actually, when we met, I was having a bad day because I got a B. Oh my God. But,
Your standards are so high, Anna. Your standards are so
oh,
high. You should give yourself a little slack.
no, I
absolutely.
want an A. Yeah. But it just is it's important just to be nice. And a word
Right,
can really, really means a lot.
right. Yeah, I mean, I started my business October 2020. I mean, it's, a little over a year ago. And like I said, I didn't know anybody. I had no at the time friends or family, but then of course, I moved mom and dad up, so they're here close by. But I didn't know anybody. And I remember going to Frigates, Debbie Dillon's group for the first time. And she was so welcoming. And she said, come on in, sit down. And of course, then the mumblings. Oh, this one sells Mary Kay too. Oh, this one sells Mary Kay too. Why did you show up here? And then it becomes a hoe to do. And you know what? You can buy Mary Kay from me. You can buy Mary Kay from this one, that one. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? But at least I was able to meet women that I enjoy, having conversations with and being with. And it was just, it really helped me through, a bit of a tough time. So I was happy. But yeah, then, it was the middle of COVID and people were still going around with the masks and they weren't sure if they were having. And then little by little things, here in Florida opened up and before you knew it you were going to like 3 or 4 networking things a week and it was like, oh well, here we
Oh,
go.
3 or 4 a week. I feel like it sounds like this week.
Yeah. No, not too bad this week. Not too bad.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
But
Not too
there are nice groups out there. So if people
Yes.
are listening, take the chance, come to a networking event. You'll be surprised. You'll meet a lot of great people. And remember, everybody's there for the same reason. Everybody wants to get their message out there and wants to talk about their business and what they do. And of course, you weed through a lot of people and see who's sincere and who really wants to help. And, then you kind of get to know people, but it's still, just having the be brave and go out. And like I was that day, I was brave. I showed up all myself. Definitely.
You know what surprised me though? That there's so many people in Brevard County or Osceola County. There's plenty, more than enough for everybody.
Right.
And you will encounter those that, oh, you're the competition. Oh, I do this.
Right.
Oh, I've been here before you have.
I know. But you know what? Everybody has a different angle on their business. Like I'm not pushing you to buy an eye cream.
Cindy's approach is the most hands-off. You like it, just like her. You like her. You don't go somewhere.
Yeah. I used to work for a bread company, believe it or not, in New York City. This was a job of mine. Fink Baking. Yeah, Fink. And you know what? I did all the diners. I did all the hospitals, nursing homes. I mean, I had some very big accounts. And at the end of the day, I would say, you buy my bread? Great. You don't buy my bread? That's great too. You know why? Because then I didn't get the phone calls at 4:00 in the morning. Hey, I got the wrong buns. So it was okay. It was okay.
Did you ever go places and like you're eating the bread and you're like, this is my bread?
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Applebee's was a big account for me. So yeah.
Oh, Anna, somebody says it's great to see you tonight. Oh, that would be Miss Rebecca Moon. Thanks for tuning in.
Wonderful.
Definitely.
Very nice.
Cindy, do you have any great bread stories? That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, my territory was, believe it or not, the Bronx, where J-Lo's from. Westchester, if people know New York, and then I used to go all the way kind of up towards upstate New York. So, I mean, again, independence, right? I left another job with a food distributor because I wanted to take a very long vacation. I was turning 30. It was my 30th birthday. I was going to Hong Kong and Thailand. I was taking off 3 weeks. They were furious at me, this company. They were like, we don't know what we're going to do. We don't know anybody else who could do this. And I said, listen, I told you about this 6 months ago. You had time to have someone sit with me. I could train them, have them learn it. Instead, all they did was panic. So I remember a couple of days before, it got too much. And I called my father. He's going to love this. And I said, Dad, they're driving me crazy. And my father, this is my father, and those of you who know him, said, Cindy, you got that FU money? I said, I got the FU money, Dad. He goes, you walk out of there. I picked myself up. I said, I'm not feeling good. And I walked out.
And you never came back?
Never came back. The next morning, my boss is calling me. Where are you? I said, you will never see me again. You send me my last check. And you want to know something? 8 years later, I probably shouldn't say this. Way to go, Dad. 8 years later, I did the same thing. But this time, I packed 3 suitcases and I moved to Florida.
So is that your financial freedom with always having the FU money?
Without a doubt. They say you're supposed to have 6 months salary. Right? Anna, is that it? Financial person.
That is correct.
6 months.
Yes, you need your emergency money, your F money. 6 months.
Right. For sure. That's financial independence. That when somebody starts going like this to you, you tell them,
This?
Yeah, well, maybe not exactly that, but
the fact you're so funny.
You have to. And you
Good
know
thing
what?
you weren't looking for references.
Not from them. And you know what? I went on that trip for 3 weeks And I didn't think once about it. But then, of course, when I came back and I didn't have a job, it took a little while. But then Think Baking found me and they hired me. So you see, things always work out. Things,
yes, they do. When you least expect
right.
it. Yes.
Yes.
For
I
those
was
that
not
are listening,
expecting
I
this
would
career.
suggest to have a job before you tell someone F you and you walk away.
Of course. But you know what? Sometimes you get so fed up. But if you have the FU money, you're okay. It's not panic. You don't panic. Definitely.
That is true.
Right?
Yes.
That's that independence in you.
That's right. We need to
I'm
hear
trying
that
to think
song.
back
what
as
they
you say that.
Miss Independent. I would say it's like they say, when an opportunity knock, open, and then figure out later. So when you have a job and someone calls you and say, yes, you can do it, and then figure it out.
Right. Oh, yes, exactly.
Some people never stop looking. Like, I know people that are constantly always, sometimes it's good to just sit there, enjoy, not necessarily jobs, but with life, you don't always want to be looking to the next, to the next. Sometimes it's, you want to just enjoy the moment. But I know people with jobs that are constantly looking for the next.
I did. I had my headhunter on speed dial. He knew I was always looking. Hey, that's how you grow. That's how you get better jobs. You do better in life. Can't be
some
stuck,
people, some jobs some jobs, Cindy, look at you're like, oh, why does this person go from here to here to here?
Right. That's if you, change a job maybe every 6 months to a year. I mean, I wasn't doing that, but
every 10 years.
10? Oh no, I couldn't stay 10. 10's too
Anna,
long.
you heard her say she moved 5 times in 6 years.
No, but I had the same job in Orlando.
Wait, so you moved 5 houses in 6 years? I thought you meant
I don't know if anybody's from Orlando, but especially I wasn't from the area, so I would go and move into an apartment, and then I would see things I didn't like, and then I would move to another neighborhood and another, and then finally, always have FU money. That's right.
So of all the places you lived in Orlando, what would be your favorite?
None. Sorry. None.
Wait, did you go to outside parts of Orlando or just?
Well, first of all, you need to live close to where you work because I-4 was always a nightmare.
That is
and I remember just as I was about to leave that job in Orlando, they announced the 7-year project on I-4. I was like, oh yeah, have fun.
Time to go.
No, but you know what? They're still working on it. And I think it's been probably more than 7 years, I think, by now.
Wait, I have a funny Orlando story. So just recently I went for a training. Okay. So I went to get certified and I met this lady through Instagram and she had a huge following and she was working for a medical spa. And so, somebody said it took me 3 hours to go 24 miles in the morning. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's awful.
So I was going, and I don't really know much about Orlando. I've gone hundreds of times, but I'm always a navigation type of person. So I put it in the navigation, and I'm driving, and I get off 528, and I don't remember. Did I tell you this, Cindy, where I was? Was it OBT?
No.
I don't remember. I think I was on OBT, right off of 528 on OBT. I don't know anything. The only thing I know about Orange Blossom Trail, for those who don't know, is like there's always accidents. I remember when I had cable on the news, you would always hear this. And I think I've heard some crime stuff. So I get off of the exit and I have this lady's address and I pull off and it's like an old like motel, meaning like it's 2-story motel, right? And I'm like, this can't be right. So I literally go back and I'm like looking like on her Instagram, like make sure this person is the right person. And like half of the hotel was like crumbling. Like, when you drive under like to check in at a hotel, there's like an underpass. Well, it was like you couldn't go. It was crumbling down. I went to like park my car to like look on my phone and like people are yelling and I'm like, this is crazy. And I went around the other side, and it was her, and I went inside her salon or studio, and it was beautiful. I'm like, ma'am, you have like thousands of dollars worth of equipment. You are a very well-known esthetician, and your place is here. Like, first impressions is not the greatest.
No.
And like, as I was leaving, it was later in the day, somebody said, been there, OBT, 2 a.m., red lights, or what I saw. Yeah, so I wouldn't stop at any red lights at 2 a.m. But like, I left, and it was just like the homeless population and the prostitution. It was like intense. I was like, this is not. So I'm not familiar with Orlando. So I hope when you stayed there, Cindy, like, wasn't where you were staying. You stayed off of Orange Blossom Trail?
No. But you know what? You'd be surprised.
Yes, no. Cindy, you were like, I was like, oh.
No. I lived Dr. Phillips. It's just different. Orlando.
I like Lake Nona is pretty.
Lake Nona is pretty, right? Yeah.
I don't know if I would live there. I don't know anything about it, but it's pretty.
Yeah.
It used to be all orange groves. Now it's, the grove
really built it up. Yeah.
Lake Nona, it's
right.
Big. I'm in St. Cloud, and it's the construction. I need to find.
I had a conversation with the gentleman today about St. Cloud, and I was like, "Is St. Cloud before or after Kissimmee?" And he was like, "Oh, it's before." And I'm like, "But it's after Melbourne." And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "There's nothing there but cows." I was like, "Is it by Harmony?" And he goes, "No, it's before that." I'm like, "There's really nothing there." So I'm like, where do you grocery shop? He goes to Melbourne. Like, a lot of the shopping he does is like on 192. Like, there's nothing.
Really?
Who chooses to live in St. Cloud? No offense, Anna, but like, what is there out there?
It is.
Do you have like cows next door to you?
No.
Yes, there's cows. Have you never been over there, Cindy?
No.
There's horses around us. Yeah. No, but I do go to Melbourne, go shopping. It's just less traffic.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's I mean, we have Harmony Central is getting big bill, so that's over 200 houses going over there.
Oh wow.
Then the other corner, 300. Adams homes are coming. Jones, everybody is building over here in St. Cloud.
Right.
So yes, I need to find another piece of place that has satellite internet.
Everybody get your land. Get it before it's gone. Florida's becoming, it's going to be very
It's
hard.
a hot spot. It is a hot spot. People are coming here in droves. If you look around and pay attention to the license plates, they're coming. They are coming.
Yes, they are.
And I think as things are like, again, I don't want to, it's like, the pandemic and things are still pretty prominent up north. I know people that they're, still are work from home and not everything open like down here. And with properties, people selling and moving to Florida, it's just, there's going to be nothing left. We're going to be like a huge city, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but to the times of there being cow pastures and fields, no more.
And orange groves. Yeah, the orange groves. I know. I mean, everybody said, oh, Brevard County, it's so quiet. It's not quiet anymore. It's like crazy. Wickham Road. No. Busy.
Definitely. Well, Anna, we wanted to thank you so much for coming on and sharing a little bit about yourself and share your business for anyone listening that may be interested because, people can contact you.
Yes. I think that's very important.
Well, I'm a financial service professional with that New York Life, and I help people prepare for the unexpected and making sure that they have the right solution so they will not outlive their money when they get to retirement.
Because I know another thing when people leave businesses or leave careers like such as mine that had those services built in, life insurance and savings and all that built in. Another reason why people stay in those positions is they're like, oh, what am I going to do? Well, there's people like you that walk through and help them set that up so they can still make those decisions and make those choices and not feel like they're, screwing themselves in the long run. And like you are, centrally located around, Brevard County and St. Cloud, but you go to Orlando and things of that, and people can contact you, correct?
Yes, people can contact me. And it's just very important to make sure that you have the proper solutions. Because one thing that I have encountered, just people believe that they're ready for retirement. And then when we sit down and put the numbers together, there is a gap. And sometimes they believe when they have it at the work, well, those benefits, social life insurance and things like that, they don't, when you leave that job, it stays with that employer. So it's just, so I'm here for any
Yeah, and
questions.
you saw what Maxine just wrote. She's right. Better late to the
Yeah.
party than not show up. That's true. That is true.
Definitely. So
No,
thank
but
you
thank
again,
you,
Anna,
ladies.
so much. And I'm
Thank
going to
you.
try figuring out a way to
Thank
drop
you.
your information down in the comments. So, people can contact you however is best. Or maybe Brad would want to put in your email or something in the comments so people could
Right.
see. Brad's her
Or
other
we
half.
could put it, right on our page, Anna. You could send us even like just a thing of your, a
Yeah,
photo
thank
of
you.
your
And
business card, and we could put that on the Skinergy Squad Facebook page. Yeah.
Look what somebody
thank you
said.
very much. Thank you.
What?
And I appreciate you guys.
I challenge Kristen to wear someone's reading glasses. Can be anyone's mom or dad's or anyone's. It's a challenge for a donation.
Oh, go for it. Put on
Right
some
now?
glasses. Yeah, come on. She probably has to take a picture of it. Here,
Okay.
I think I have
No,
a
I
picture.
have to go get some. Okay, I'll be right back.
Hurry up. Hurry up. Here, I'll put mine on.
This is so much fun. I like your new glasses.
No, these were readers. My other glasses.
Also,
Yeah, these were just readers. Where is she? She'll come back. So Anna, I
yeah.
mean, I have taken full advantage of Anna's services, just to put it out there. I had,
Mhm.
believe it or not, a life insurance policy that I started when I was 19. And you contribute to it and you contribute to it, but it wasn't doing anything. Yes, I had the life insurance, policy in place and things like that, but now we did something where I'll get more from it and still have the insurance. So that was good.
The
I mean, it's a
protection.
conversation. It's a conversation, right?
Yes.
And that's what you tell
Yeah.
people. Let's chat. Let's, see where
Yeah,
you're
because
at.
if just to make sure that you're in the right path, I don't
Right.
charge to talk. We're just
Exactly.
talking.
Exactly.
And if
Right.
you have everything in place,
Right.
better. But it's
Right.
always
And I
good to
mean,
just
it's,
do an
to
analysis.
think that, yeah, to think that retirement is so far away and to really come up with a plan is so, so important.
Hi.
You have your
This
glasses?
is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Come
So,
on. Come
okay,
on. I
ready?
put mine on.
Oh
Okay,
my
there you
gosh.
go.
So wait, listen, hold on. Before I put them on, I wear contacts all
Right.
the time. So when I put these on, I will not be able to see anything because it's like
Okay.
doubling
She'll
my.
take a quick picture. Don't
Okay.
worry.
How do you know it's a girl? So I don't even know
Yeah.
how I look, but this isn't even glasses
You
for
look beautiful.
whoever this person was. It doesn't have fuel caution.
Keep
So,
saying challenge for Kristen, LOL.
okay. Well, I hope you liked. I think I've worn them out and about, right?
Yeah, they're nice.
Okay. Everybody says I look like my younger sister, if you know who that is. But,
Yeah.
anyways, Anna, thank you so, so much.
No, thank you.
And if anyone needs any financial advice, we want everyone to be financially free.
Right.
So, thank you,
Independent.
Anna. Yes, independent.
Financially independent. Yes, have the money work for you, not you for the
That's
money.
right. And don't be
Woo!
afraid to make that change, that career change. Go for it.
Yes. Well, Anna, I'm going to drop you down,
Thank
but
you.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
This is crazy. Whoever wanted me to wear my glasses. I want Cindy to have a challenge.
I put mine on.
Yeah, but you
Here.
look beautiful and wear yours all the time.
Thank you. No, these are just reading glasses. That's why it's blurry when I look at them. Yeah.
Well, you guys, we want to thank everybody who tuned in to the Skinergy Squad for our podcast. And we want to thank Ana again so much. And our guest, we know we want everybody to, you know, be able to relate and have fun. That's what we're all about. If you're listening to this and you've had a rough morning or a long day, like we just hope everyone you can listen to this and maybe relate and laugh. And I know me and Cindy enjoy it. Thank you guys.
Absolutely. And I just want to, good night, Maxine. Thank you, everyone. And I just want to let you know, next Monday, it is Valentine's Day, but we're still going to be on 8 o'clock. And just to give you a little idea, think favorite romantic comedies, favorite love song. We're going to be talking it and we're going to be bringing it. So
yeah, so if you don't have a Valentine, or maybe you and your Valentine are looking for something to do, you can tune in next Monday. And, you know, maybe while we're sharing our favorites, you guys can do that to each other. So definitely. And thank you, George, for watching our podcast. But yeah, anything else, Cindy? And if you haven't, like our video on YouTube so we know that you guys are enjoying this, and we can't wait for next week and for the future coming. So we hope everybody has a great week. Bangles. But yes, we hope everybody has a great week, and we will tune in and if you would like to join Cindy's Super Bowl pool.
Absolutely.
Everybody's a winner. You get gift certificates, products, and then, you know, we put those baskets together. So you guys, thank you so much. And we hope you have a great week. Come on!